Hi everyone, this is Richard, CEO of altFINS. In this video I will discuss Solana, both the technical analysis but also some on-chain data that suggests that the project's ecosystem is stabilizing and maybe a reason behind some of the positive price action, although there are some other reasons as well. So let's take a look at Solana. Right now I'm on the crypto screener. So let's pull up Solana. Let's take a look at the chart. And as we can see, it's obviously took it on the chin post the FTX collapse. FTX was the main backer of Solana project and layer one blockchain ecosystem. And as FTX collapsed, there were some concerns that this project may not have financial and otherwise, the wherewithal to continue the expansion. But what we're seeing is that after that collapse, a major collapse in the price, it hit $10 or even dipped slightly below that to as low as $8 it seems, and it's now rallied back. A high of almost more than $15 now. In fact, we're trading at $15.38, but the high was in fact $17.50. And so what we actually had said in our curated chart, so these are our technical analyses previously, is that that the $15 was an important resistance zone. As you can see, after the pullback, it tried to break above that level several times and failed, and then pulled back to about $10 or $8, and now it's bounced back and broken back above that $15 resistance zone. And I think that's important because, again, that's where we saw a lot of the selling, and now we see that the buyers have absorbed, and more than absorbed, the selling pressure from the seller. The supply from the seller has been absorbed, and now the price can potentially continue to move upwards. As you can see also in terms of the volume, very important cue, the volumes on the up days were huge in the last week or two. Also very important clue that the buyers are stepping in. Now, what's next? As I mentioned, breaking above the $15 resistance zone was an important indication that the trend is potentially reversing. As you can see, our trend rating on the short-term basis is already up. On the medium and the long-term basis is sort of neutral to down. But I think that there's a good potential for the price to move up to the next resistance area, which is around $20 really, or even $25, $30, which is the more major resistance area that's above us. Now, what about some of the reasons why this has happened? Well, there were some that were less fundamental. And one of them was a recent supportive tweet from Vitalik, one of the founders of Ethereum, where he mentioned that that he hoped that Solana would actually survive and thrive as a layer one. So if you go to our news and type in Vitalik, you will quickly find that reference to that tweet, and you can explore that further. But also there was the recent launch of a new dog-themed meme coin, Bonk, B-O-N-K, Bonk, which is based on the Solana blockchain, and that was launched in late December and quickly went viral. It's inspired by Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, but the point is that also is likely to have helped the Solana demand for Solana coin. And let's take a look at some of the on-chain data here, and which indicates what is the revenue that this protocol is capturing. And as you can see, if we zoom out maybe to 3 months, right? And we look at the total revenue generated on this protocol, it obviously pulled back sharply along with the price of the coin around that same time when the FTX collapse happened. But after that, it's been relatively stable, sideways. In fact, recently we've seen some nice updates in terms of the total revenue generated, which indicates an improvement in the total activity on the blockchain that is occurring among all the distributed or decentralized apps or dApps in the ecosystem. It's not just a specific, bonk or anything specific, but certainly in total, the activity has actually stabilized or even begin to recover. And so I think that's also indicative and maybe a reason why the price of this coin has recovered. As you can see, the total revenue in the last 7 days is up 36%. Of course, it's still down from what it was half a year ago or even 90 days ago. But there's still clearly some signs of stabilization or even recovery. So there are some fundamental reasons behind this recent rally. And from a purely technical analysis, again, breaking above the $15 resistance zone is an important clue that the buyers are now in the driver's seat, and also it's also important because that also marks a higher high that the price has made versus the prior high that was made here. On this upswing, we made a higher high, and of course, an uptrend consists of a series of higher highs, higher lows. Right, we're just at the beginning of this potential uptrend, but I wanted to point that out that the price has made the first higher high in a couple of months. So I think there's a good chance that this Solana could continue through some ups and downs, head higher back to that major resistance zone. Really, the next one is $25 to $30. So there's some decent upside before we encounter some new major supply area from the sellers. I hope this helps everyone. Good luck trading.